from Midland, Odessa, and Big Spring. This is ABC Big 2 News at 11:30.
Developing now at 11:30, you are taking a live look from outside the White House in Washington, D.C., where President Biden will be delivering remarks today to mark the confirmation of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. Good morning, everyone. I'm Samantha Smrechniak.
And I'm Matt Fonts. It was a historic moment in Washington and the country, the Senate voting to confirm the first black woman to the Supreme Court.
Judge Jackson had to endure a long road of grueling hearings to get to this point, a road that was filled with partisan attacks on her record. ABC's Ike Jachi is in Washington with more.
Today, a celebration in the nation's capital.
And this nomination is confirmed.
All right. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson shattering the glass ceiling, becoming the first black woman in our nation's history to be elevated to the Supreme Court. Throughout Jackson's lengthy and contentious public hearings, several Republican senators attempted to paint her as soft on crime, some even suggesting she wants to expand the number of justices on the court, a role the Constitution reserves solely for Congress. Every single Democrat in the Senate and 3 Republicans, Senator Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, and Mitt Romney, voted for Jackson.
A greater moment for America as we rise to a more perfect union.
Romney was the only Republican in the chamber seen giving Jackson a standing ovation as the other GOP senators walked out during the extended applause. Judge Jackson won't be elevated to Justice Jackson until her mentor Stephen Breyer officially retires from the court this summer. Judge Jackson's confirmation means the Supreme Court now has 4 women on the bench. And for the first time in our nation's history, white men will be in the minority. Ike Jachi, ABC News, Washington.
And you can stay up to date with the latest news out of Washington, as well as Judge Jackson's confirmation with the Your Basin app. Download it on the Apple App Store or Google Play.
And now, your forecast first on ABC Big 2 News.
All right, it is time now to send things over to our meteorologist, Ryan, to fill up. And pretty nice morning out there. A little chilly.
It was a little chilly. I had the ski jacket on this morning coming into work.
Matt was a little dramatic. He had his
I thought it was going to be colder than it was.
Ski jacket on. For me, it's sweater weather, not full-on jacket.
I thought you'd have the puffer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually a baby with the cold, but things are luckily going to heat up, Ryan, this afternoon, right? It should be pretty nice.
Yeah, temperatures warming up in the upper 60s, low to mid 70s, and then tonight we're going to be seeing chilly conditions once again, but not quite as chilly as this morning. Widespread 30s and 40s, and our average high this time of year is close to 80 degrees already, 79 degrees officially at the Tall City, warming up to 72 degrees, low temperature this morning, right around 38 degrees. So compared to normal, we were more than 10 degrees below normal during the morning hours. We're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below normal during the afternoon hours. So a little bit warmer than our high temperature, 69 degrees yesterday in the Tall City. And we're going to be seeing warmer conditions and windier conditions as we head into the weekend. So the National Weather Service has issued a fire weather watch, and in fact till 10 p.m. Central Time for tomorrow, and as we head into Sunday for critical to extreme fire weather conditions for our entire viewing area. And I'll be tracking winds gusting more than 40 miles per hour and blowing dust, unfortunately, coming back in the picture. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Well, this morning, severe weather continues across the country. Heavy rains cause major flooding and evacuations in northern New Jersey. Rescue teams are in the area working in waist-deep water, still helping people leave their homes. Right now, travel warnings are in effect. And a wildfire caught on camera in Knoxville, Tennessee. One local shares the terrifying video her Ring doorbell captured of the fires coming right up to their front porch. They were sure that these may have been some of the last images they would have seen of their house.
All of a sudden, out of the camera that's closest to this garage, which points back this direction, I saw this big wall of red. It almost looked like a red tidal wave coming at us.
Today was the first day that they were able to see in person the damage this fire caused to their community.
Developing now on ABC Big 2 News.
And we continue following breaking news we brought you last night. MPD says a Midland officer was injured overnight after responding to a traffic stop. The driver of the car tried to get away, and that's when the officer was injured.
Right now, details are limited, but we do know what happened at the intersection of Midland Drive and Thomason. The officer was taken to a nearby hospital, and the driver has been arrested. You can stay up to date with ABC Big 2 News as we continue to learn more. And the FBI and local law enforcement are investigating a bomb threat that was made at the Ector County Courthouse yesterday. The Ector County Sheriff's Office says a courthouse employee called in to report a suspicious package. OPD and ECISD's K9 bomb units were able to safely disable the device. ECSO says it's not clear yet what the device was, and a person of interest has not been named. The courthouse is back open this morning. And the effort to get Melissa Lucio off of death row is picking up. She was convicted of killing her 2-year-old daughter Mariah in 2008. But now her lawyers say there's new evidence that could show her innocence. They say the interrogation tactics police officers used were designed to elicit a confession. Now more than 80 Texas representatives are urging clemency for Lucio. And her lawyers say they filed for clemency early to allow everyone to review the new evidence.
Well, now to the rescue of a little boy kidnapped in a stolen car.
Yeah, it was all thanks to police and his quick-thinking mother, who were able to use Find My iPhone to track the vehicle down. ABC's Matt Gutman has the story.
This is the moment Atlanta officers surround a man accused of carjacking a vehicle with a 9-year-old boy trapped inside. All of it captured on police body cam.
You okay? Yes. You okay? Yes.
Minutes earlier Monday morning, a mother desperate for help. She'd pulled into a parking lot but left her son inside the car with the keys and the car running. A man then jumped in and drove off.
Back in the car to South Gordon and hold on, stand by.
The mother realizing she could find her son by tracking his iPhone's location and sharing real-time data with officers.
Check the area, South Gordon and West Mead.
Other police in the area joining in the chase, finally getting eyes on that car.
I got the car, Peoples and RDA.
Officers using a pit maneuver to stop the car, spinning it off the road.
Get the car! Get the door! Open the door! You're trying to kill us! You're trying to kill us!
Officers take that driver into custody, but the boy had escaped out a back window. That officer scooping him up in his arms and gently reassuring him.
You okay?
We've seen carjackings with children in the back, whether the carjacker knew the child was in there or not. We've seen a spike in these types of cases. In fact, last year we had 34 Amber Alerts that were issued on carjackings where a child was involved.
But technology can help. The Find My iPhone app is one of the many ways to track a missing child. The app works by using GPS to show the real-time location of the tracked device on a map. Experts say even an old phone can help a child in an emergency.
What parents should be aware of is that if they have an old cell phone, they can give that to their child. Even if that phone doesn't have a data plan, that phone can still dial 911.
Now that little boy was reunited with his mom shortly thereafter. The 9-year-old was taken to the hospital as a precaution. He's absolutely fine. Now, police are urging community members, when you leave your car, make sure to lock it and take out all the valuables, especially what's most precious, your children. Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Such a scary situation, but happy he's okay. Now, an 83-year-old American nun who has spent her life serving others is being held hostage by armed kidnappers far from home. Sister Swellen Tennyson has lived in Africa for 8 years, working to improve the lives of other people there. And now another sister living over there says Sister Tennyson was taken in the middle of the night. Some believe she was targeted because she's American.
When something like this happens, you're shocked. And the fact that we haven't, at least until this point, heard any ransom demands, that's another kind of unsettling issue.
The U.S. Embassy in the West African country says it is monitoring the situation and standing ready to provide assistance. And for more developing news, both nationally and in West Texas, you can head to yourbasin.com. Well, now to the latest on Tiger Woods. He's getting set for day 2 at the Masters after a solid opening round.
Exciting stuff here.
Yeah.
It's his first competitive golf tournament since the SUV crash that almost took his life. ABC's TJ Holmes has the highlights.
What a day at Augusta. Tiger Woods back in action for the first time in a year and a half and on golf's biggest stage, the Masters. He shot 1 under and is within striking distance of the lead.
To finish in the red today after as long a layoff as I've had, and not being in competitive golf, I was able to make a few putts and end up in a red like I am right now.
Huge crowds clamored around Augusta National Golf Club just for a glimpse of Tiger.
It was absolutely electric. People were 20, 25 deep, just packed in to watch Tiger hit that first tee shot. They knew they were watching something special.
His return comes just 14 months after that devastating car accident that nearly cost him his leg.
We have a rollover with someone trapped.
Woods suffered lacerations and bruising on his head, nose, and chin, and multiple fractures to his right leg, requiring emergency surgery. There were questions of whether the golf legend would ever walk again, let alone play at the Masters. The five-time Masters champ walked the course with a surgically built right leg and foot held together with a rod, plates, and screws. On the ninth hole, Woods appeared to wince after he teed off, and he was rarely seen bending down to check his putts.
What will the next 16, 18 hours look like for you?
Lots of ice.
Woods will be back in action today, telling the media he's right where he needs to be.
This performance by Tiger Woods on Thursday in the first round of the Masters absolutely was a victory. We have no idea how this is going to play out. But Tiger showed everyone that he's here, that he's serious, and that he's back.
Well, here's something many of you may not have known about the Masters. Tournament attendees have to abide by a no cell phone policy. That's right, absolutely no phones are allowed beyond entry at Augusta National Golf Club. However, some, if not most people attending the four-day event actually love the rule.
It's great. You know, I set the away message last night, so I didn't even wait till this morning. It's great to get away from the hustle and bustle outside and be in the beautiful confines of Augusta National.
However, no phones doesn't mean you can't make any calls from the tournament. Fortunately, there is free phones available around the course, so finding a ride home at the end of the day or trying to contact your loved ones isn't totally out of reach.
And here locally, the Midland County Sheriff's Office is teaming up with the Odessa Chuck Wagon Gang for a good cause. They're hosting a cookout today to raise money for people affected by wildfires in Eastland. $10 will get you a burger, beans, chips, and a drink. You can stop by for lunch. It's going on until 1:30 at the Fannin Terrace Baptist Church.
And this weekend, bring your appetite. On Saturday, the first annual Crawfish Cook-Off will take place at the Tailgate Midland. 21 different local teams will compete to cook up the best crawfish, and you'll get to try every one of them. There will also be crawfish races and crawfish eating competitions. It starts at noon. To get your tickets, you can head to yourbasin.com.
Love a good crawfish boil. Can't go wrong with that. Now coming up at 11:30, the weekend is finally here. We have some of the biggest new movie releases you can watch right from your couch this weekend.
And it was a chilly start this morning, but temperatures warming up into the upper 60s and low to mid 70s with fairly light winds out there. So not much in the way of any fire danger or blowing dust to talk about today. However, there is a fire weather watch for tomorrow and for Saturday for stronger winds and also warmer air as well.
Spokesperson for Robert White. You get hurt in a car wreck and you need a lawyer. How much is it going to cost you to hire Robert White?
Absolutely nothing.
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 It costs you absolutely nothing up front to hire me. I don't get paid unless you get paid. It's just that easy.
What has your debit card been doing for you lately? Is it earning you any money? How about rewards? Because with the Kasasa Rewards checking account at MTCU, every swipe on qualifying transactions earns you cash and rewards. For added convenience, cardholders have access to over 30 free ATMs throughout the Permian Basin. We also refund a portion of monthly ATM fees to our qualifying Kasasa members. Stop by one of our branches and find out how you can earn money back by opening your Kasasa Rewards checking account. MTCU, your partner in lending, your partner in life.
Join us at Johnny Carino's for our 5 for $15 ribeye steak and lobster ravioli meal deal. Enjoy our Italian nachos appetizer, juicy char-grilled ribeye steak, savory lobster ravioli, choice of your favorite sauce, a refreshing beverage, and our fresh-baked bread, all for only $15. Plus, join us for half-price family platters every Monday after 4 p.m. Choose from a variety of our signature Italian dishes served family style, such as our classic hand-breaded chicken parmesan. Hurry in for dine-in or take-home at Johnny Carino's.
At Window Pro, we've served the great people of West Texas for over 30 years with quality windows, siding, patios, and sunrooms. Call us today for a free, no-hassle estimate.
What makes Best Reviews the best reviews?
Milk?
They have an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on pretty much everything. So you can be confident that whatever you're buying is right for you, no matter what life throws at it. Like your daughter Clementine, for example. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Do you have back pain in the morning? I understand. After having scoliosis surgery myself, I searched everywhere for the right mattress. You know, pain will make you do that. So let's try to fix that for you with the new Anniversary Heirloom mattress. The patented Heirloom Lift with pocketed flex coil is made to lift your body and all your pain points. The Anniversary Heirloom mattress, made in the USA and only found exclusively in Bob Mills Sleep Spa. Let's get you out of pain.
Bob Mills Sleep Spa.
Real steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. And now, your local Weather Authority forecast.
Clear skies are the big story, and despite it being a chilly start this morning, temperatures warming up in the upper 50s and low to mid 60s as we speak. And a live look at the Tall City, calm winds. The camera is not shaking. Finally, as we do have light winds, we have a high pressure in place with calm weather conditions today. But warmer weather and breezier weather is eventually on its way, as we do notice hardly any clouds in the Permian Basin right now, and still dry out there. As the latest update within the drought monitor, we have exceptional drought, the worst form of drought in the Midland and Odessa area. Those darker reds and those oranges and even a slither of yellow indicates moderate drought near Big Lake, where they have a little bit more in the way of precipitation over the past few weeks with storms, but really drought is dominating the region, and it's not going to get much better because we still have very dry conditions. And again, breezier conditions this weekend, so when we combine that all together, fire potential. A fire weather watch in effect till 10 p.m. Central Time for tomorrow, and as we head into Sunday for critical to extreme fire weather conditions across the entire viewing area. So that's something that we got to watch out for. But today, pleasant weather conditions, 59 degrees within the last hour, but temperatures warming up in the 60s and 70s as we head throughout the day today with clear skies, mild and dry conditions. A great day to enjoy the outdoors. High temperature, I'm predicting right around 72 degrees in the Tall City as opposed to 69 degrees yesterday. Upper 50s and low to mid 60s in the highest of elevations in the Western Basin. Upper 70s and low to mid 80s as we head near the Rio Grande before cooling back down tonight in the 30s and 40s. So still seasonably cold, but not quite as chilly as what we saw this morning. Low temperature tonight, 43 degrees, clear skies. Those winds light, but switching direction from the south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's eventually going to be providing warmer air for this weekend, as we still have clear skies like this morning for this afternoon. But as we head into later tomorrow, a little bit more in the way of clouds on the increase, especially in the western viewing area. Not going to be producing any rainfall, but it will be a little more humid. It will be breezier for sure, and much warmer. High temperature tomorrow, right around 87 degrees, 90 degrees on Sunday. Low temperatures in the 50s. So much warmer, breezier, with slightly more chances of rain on Sunday. But I do think, again, a slight chance will be the bigger story because we still have a lot of dry conditions out there. So below normal temperatures today, above normal temperatures for tomorrow and the weekend. Mostly sunny tomorrow, partly cloudy on Sunday. A little bit more in the way of sunshine later on Monday to start the work week. High temperature around 88 degrees. Still very warm on Tuesday. Then those winds really pick up, switch from the northerly direction. Cooler weather is on its way later next week.
Thank you, Ryan. Well, the weekend is just about here.
Almost.
And if you're looking to relax and maybe just watch a movie, there's some good ones out this weekend.
Excited for this.
Yeah.
That includes films you can watch in theaters or from your couch. Dean Richards tells us which ones to look out for.
We don't get to walk off into the sunset. I have a plan.
It It's easy to spot a Michael Bay-directed movie. They're usually the ones with the most explosions and crashes and the non-stop adrenaline rushes, whether they're needed or not. His latest, called Ambulance, is no exception. Loaded with non-stop thrills and action, and just when you've had enough, he gives you even more. In it, a bank robbery goes bad, and a paramedic and her patient are taken hostage, setting off a citywide police chase through virtually every nook and cranny of Los Angeles by both land and air. Jake Gyllenhaal, Yahia Abdul-Mateen II, and Isa Gonzalez are pretty much confined not only by a script that is pretty much one note, but are also confined physically to the inside of a vehicle for most of this movie, making the already thin script even more claustrophobic. Somehow, with all of the quick cuts and way too much manic stunt driving, the movie does manage to hold together. Gave it a Dean's List B-. There's also the Amazon Prime movie All the Old Knives, starring Chris Pine and Thandiwe Newton, in the middle of a CIA investigation in which anyone could be the mole that caused a deadly plane hijacking. It's a good old-fashioned thriller, and while it's not exactly groundbreaking, it is smart and with plenty of passion for the grown-ups. A Dean's List B. Also new this week is the family offering Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the second installment of Lowest Common Denominator so-called kids comedy. It's a sonically forgettable Dean's List D. Well, you can always get my movie reviews and home video pics sent right to your phones every week just by texting the word Dean to 97999. Hope you have a great weekend. In Chicago, I'm Dean Richards.
All right, a lot of good ways to just hang out at home this weekend if you want to.
Some popcorn,
yes.
Nice drink. There we go. Your weekend set. Well, fans of the late actress and icon Betty White will now have the chance to win some of her special belongings.
Yeah, they're going to be up for grabs at an upcoming auction. And some of White's awards, scripts, red carpet outfits, and even family heirlooms are going to be available at Julian's Auction in Beverly Hills. And if you want to get in on the fun and, put a bid in, you could do so online as well in September. Items such as the Golden Girls pilot script will even be up for auction. Also, White's wedding band and a replica of her Walk of Fame star. Those are all expected to be big sellers, and I'm curious how much those are actually going to go for.
That's some pretty cool stuff there. Well, this is also pretty cool. A new display in Times Square is celebrating Broadway. It's called the Broadway Grand Gallery and features 21 displays of playbills for shows currently running on Broadway. Each of the displays are 10 feet tall, and the city's mayor says it's a symbol that the city and country is alive, vibrant, and resilient. Fun stuff there. Well, coming up at 11:30, from the air to the asphalt, one airline set to use buses as a new way of transportation.
And as we head to break, a reminder that if you see news happening, share your videos and photos on social media with us.
And we want to see your birthday celebrations. Submit content on social media using the hashtag ABC Big 2 News or go to yourbasin.com. We feature birthday photos on Good Morning Basin Fridays at 6 a.m.
Watch ABC Big 2 News weeknights at 5, 6, and 10.
With the ultimate in drinking water filtration, Culligan Water takes care of Earth's most precious resource. So you can take care of yours. Get Culligan Water today. Culligan, the only water that comes with a van.
At Kids Dental, we care for your child's smile, beginning with the first tooth. Our friendly pediatric specialist will inspire a lifetime of oral health, all in a fun and relaxing setting, where safety is our top priority. And now with online scheduling for new patients, it's never been easier to keep your child's smile healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Kids Dental, where healthy smiles grow.
Truckloads, now arriving at Allen's Gallery of Furniture and Appliances. Save big on over 50 major manufacturers during Allen's Truckload Sale. Huge savings and selection on furniture, mattresses, and appliances. Come see us during Allen's Truckload Sale. Hurry in for the best selection. We'll save you money. Wow!
This is what people with eczema said about how their skin feels. When it comes to our skin, what if it could feel differently? Say hello to Opzelura for the treatment of mild to moderate eczema. Opsilura is a steroid-free cream, proven to help clear skin and significantly reduce itch. Do not start Opsilura if you have any infection, as it may lower your ability to fight them. Tell your doctor if you are being treated for an infection, have TB, or have been in close contact with someone with TB, have had hepatitis B or C. Serious lung infections, skin cancer, blood clots, and low blood cell counts have been reported with Opsilura. In patients taking JAK inhibitors, serious infections, increased risk of death, lymphoma, other cancers, immune system problems, and major cardiovascular events have occurred. The most common side effect is pain and swelling in the nose or throat. It's a one-of-a-kind cream. So what could that mean for your skin? Ask your dermatologist about Opsilura.
It's April Fools. Better get ready with this clue.
3-letter palindromes, 400.
A joke. On Kit, what is a gag?
Correct. Happy April Fools.
Jeopardy, it's no joke.
Well, Texas is one of the best states for remote work.
And Texans are helping lead a big bump in spending last month.
Jen King is at the NASDAQ with those stories and more in today's Texas Business Report.
Hello, Texas. MasterCard says Americans are getting close to pre-pandemic spending. Travel saw the biggest bump, up some 40%. Now, Texas had a 9% jump in spending, one of the most among states. Well, some passengers on American Airlines connecting flights will be transported on buses instead of planes. The airline signed a deal with Landline, a bus company. Now, the switch from clouds to asphalt comes amid increasing fuel prices and a shortage of pilots. Wallet ranks Texas the 7th best state for remote work. It says Texas has one of the lowest internet costs in the nation. And San Antonio-based grocery giant H-E-B has announced that it's partnered with the Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation on a number of conservation efforts across the state. The chain said with the support from Field and Future by H-E-B, which is an environmentally friendly line of products, money will help the foundation's goal of protecting wildlife habitats and natural resources. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your Texas Business Report.
Are you looking for a job in the fast-paced world of news? ABC Big 2 is currently hiring for the following positions. Qualified applicants, head over to yourbasin.com and click on Work for Us under the Jobs tab.
Square of Fortune wants to know if you can solve this puzzle.
You must be joking.
Happy April Fools from Wheel of Fortune.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Abbeville Dentistry. Schedule online at abbeville-dentistry.com.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
It was a seasonably cold start, but temperatures warming up in the upper 60s and low to mid 70s. 72 degrees in the Tall City, 87 tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, 90 degrees on Sunday with stronger winds, blowing dust at times, especially early next week, but then cooling off later next week. So temperature roller coaster continues.
Love a temperature roller coaster, Ryan. Well, are you guys ready for this one?
I don't know.
A popular candy bar hopes your mouth is stuffing with its new taste of fruit muffin.
Hey!
You made that up yourself, Matt?
Yes, I did. I'm a comedian. Kit Kat now comes in the flavor of a blueberry muffin. The candy cookie is designed to taste like a blueberry and cake batter flavors, but still with the snap of the Kit Kat cookie you know and love. The new blueberry cookie is available at retailers, but only for a limited time. I can't even spit it out.
I ruined it.
Yeah, it's just not appetizing to me.
No, I think I'll pass.
Why not? Would you?
Yeah,
well, maybe we'll get it for Monday's show and we'll all try it together.
Hey, there we go.
There we go. We'll set it up.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great weekend.